I'm going to read my speech only because, so I can keep it together. It's really an introduction to the person that won this. Anyway, tonight is my honor and pleasure to present this award, Lawyer of the Year, to my brother in Christ and hero. What's the over and under? How many minutes do I have?
Keep going. All the time you need.
2.
Jay Stapler is a champion of the law, a remarkable father to his children, Wes and Bitsy, a wonderful husband to his lovely wife, Wendy. Jay has a zest for life, and he's a fierce competitor. His passion for the law is unmatched. He gives his all, and he's all in. No matter whether he's advocating for his client, how much time I got? Playing golf, or supporting his kids in their academic or scholastic endeavors, or just discussing cases with any lawyer out in the hall. He leads from the front, and I can truly say that I would follow him into battle. This large-hearted gentleman is to be admired.
You got it, Greg.
Deep breaths.
I'm not ashamed to say that I love Jay Stapler. See, during our, we were at the Bar Association tournament, and I was riding with Jay, and we were discussing things such as what lawyers we like, who we don't like, and things like, important things, who do you think's making money, or whatever. And at that time, Jay offered his kidney to me. Of course, we talked about my health. I had just got off dialysis that morning, and we were golfing, and I guess I was looking kind of sluggish. And Jay said, hey, if you really want a kidney, I'll give you my kidney. And of course, my standard line to him was, let's wait till Bitsy. Walks down the aisle.
Aww.
And then we'll have that conversation again. I made 2 minutes, right? Anyway, we continued, and we got through playing golf, and so the next day he came up to me and he says, hey, talk to my wife. My wife said, it's fine, I'll give you my kidney. Again, I reiterated to him, like I said, we'll wait till Bitsy walks down the aisle, and we'll talk about that later. Don't worry about it, Jay. And I'm a man of faith, and it was a prayer that I put away a long time ago. I asked for to be healed, and there was no doubt in my mind something was going to happen. About 3 weeks later, Jay comes up to me again. He says, hey, if you just don't want my kidney, tell me. I tell him the same story. I says, listen, when your daughter walks down the aisle, we'll do this. A couple weeks later, I'm in the 264th. Jay comes up to me and says, hand me the card so I can call these people so I can get tested. All right, that's 3 knocks. I said, I hand him the card. The next day he calls, he says, dude, we're a match. So there's another round of a test that you have to go through. And I says, well, if we make this next match, then it's going to work out. We make the next match. I went back and I was talking to the doctors and I says, how does this work? How is he a match for me? And they were giving me the statistical breakdowns, but they had to say it in such a way. They said, if you have so many matches, right if you're at, 43%, we'll do the transplant. And out of curiosity, I said, what's me and Jay? We're over 70%.
Aww.
So, I always told him we should talk to our grandparents. Someone jumped across the tracks. But anyway, as you all know, the operation took place on the 25th of August, and my quality of life and my health has steadily improved. As I like to say to Jay, that not only has my health improved, but the quality of life is just taken off. My credit score shot up 100 points with my new white kidney. Cops don't follow me anymore, nor do they stop me. Although I lost my ability to dance, I still enjoy music. can't drive the basketball to the hole anymore, but my outside shot is awesome. And of course, all lives now matter.
Oh my gosh.
But I will say this, Kanye West is still a jerk. So if you'll please join me in a round of applause, because it's my honor, sincere pleasure, and honor to present this award, Glory of the Year for 2018, Mr. J. Stapler.
Anybody that doubted how competitive I was, I wanted this bad enough to give up a kidney. Really, my dad brought me up to do the right thing, and he passed away. And I came up here to work with Dan, or interview with Dan, and he said, I always try to do the right thing. So I thought, okay, that sounds like a match. So Greg came along, the opportunity presented itself to do the right thing. I wanted to win this award for being a good lawyer. But to be able to win this award for being a great human being is more important. And you all are great human beings. And you all have an opportunity to help people. And that's what a lot of us got into this for, was to help people. So I want you to encourage your friends and your family to do what I did. It was easy. The surgeon did the hard part. I took 2 weeks off of work. But there's a lot of people out there and they don't understand what people on dialysis go through. It's horrible, it's terrible. They look like crap. I saw Greg at the golf course looking like crap. I'm like, God, I gotta do something to help this guy. But it was easy for me, and I thank my wife and my kids for allowing me to do it. And I thank God for making me healthy enough to do it. Sometimes there's a greater purpose, and that was my purpose. People need help. Those dialysis centers need to go out of business because people donated a kidney. It was easy. That was the easy part. So encourage your friends and your family to get tested, donate. If you're not a donor on your driver's license when you die, donate. But those don't ever get used because unfortunately only like 3% of people that are donors die in a way that their organs can be used. So if you could donate a kidney or something to somebody, Greg would attest that it'll change their life and your life for the better.
Amen.
We're going to sing a duet at this time. We've been working. Jay, let me tell you what happened.
Literally.
Is that the picture of me in the hospital bed?
No. What happened is that when we decided on the date that it was going to be the 25th of August,
He's peeking.
my family did something that was pretty cool. They wrote to the Capitol, asked for the flag that flew over the Capitol that day. Unfortunately, 25th was taken, and we tried to bid for it, but they gave us the closest date to it. But I want to present you with this. You're gonna have to pull that. Yeah. But it's this flag, and you may have seen this. I think there's one in the district attorney's office. But this one flew over the state of Texas, and it'll say, if you allow me to read it, family and friends of the state of Texas, United States, on August the 10th, 2017, this is award for Jay Stapler for unheralded, unselfishness, undeniable gifts, goodness, and grace. And that's from my family to you, because what you did was give me a new lease on life, and I can't thank you enough. Thank you.
Woo!
that.